So this is not a review of Orb on the movements of the earth. This is me trying to capture this moment. So I've just finished watching the show. I don't really know what I feel. Like, all I know is I need to record it, savor this moment, save it for, well, anyone who resonates with this feeling, but more so for myself from the future. I'm kind of thinking years from now, I might randomly remember this video and come back to it, or I don't know, just me from the future might need to revisit this moment, you know, at some point. So watching Orb was basically following this one protagonist throughout decades. A protagonist that was not even a character, it was a theory. And a theory that is not a theory to us now. It's a fact, it's a truth. It was fascinating to watch how this simple fact was so life-changing to all these characters that we got to meet throughout the show. And looking at it from all these different angles and point of views, all of these philosophies of life and trains of thought that came along that I can't possibly summarize here, but when I think about them, there's this one word that emerges and like comes to my mind, and that is inspiration. Now, I've always thought of inspiration as this fleeting thing that if you don't hold on to it or like seize it and act upon it immediately, like it could just be lost forever. Maybe that's why I'm trying to like record and capture this moment, because I don't want it to be lost. But looking back at the story, maybe it's not a spark or like a flame. Maybe it's not even fire. Maybe it's water, you know, like a river, always going, always flowing, ever changing. You know, when you look at a river, at every given moment, you're looking at a different thing because it's just going. It's just moving. It's not the same, but like the scenery is the same now and like a second from now. That's what the water does, right? It changes the earth. Like it changes the landscape, but like gradually over time. So it's always there, it's ever present, and it's always making those changes. This anime like beautifully shows how thoughts become structures and structures become prison cells, and then how we the people try to break out of those prison cells. That is, I think, like a hopeful view. It's hope what I'm getting from this narrative, but it's not one to shy away from showing the ugly side of us. Yeah, I might be just mixing everything I was just mixing everything up here, but like, you know, in every age, every era, these are the human beings, stay the same. The first thing that comes to my mind thinking about that is, we're making the same mistakes over and over again. And that is, like, it's so easy to just fall into that understanding or like that interpretation, seeing how the world is. It has been. Even though that is true, another side of it is that us as human beings, we have never stopped this pursuit for something that is more real and true. And the proof of it is that hearing the movements of the earth doesn't turn heads anymore. It's just a fact. I mean, whether it's heliocentrism, works of literature, music, languages, you name it, generations have been fighting for these to, you know, be passed down to us. So there's hope in that. And also like despair, they all exist at the same time, like inseparable. And through it all, there's inspiration, guiding us and driving us forward. Gosh, I hope I'm not sounding too cringe or too cheesy. Oh my god, it was a stream of consciousness. As far as like getting the vibe across, I think I've done it, but like, does it make sense? I'm not sure. Anyway, that was it.